Oh, this video. Oh, look at my big ass gut. Oh, check out my biceps, man. Biceps. Look at that. Look at that. I've been working on my arms, like, you know what I mean? Look at that, you bastard. No. Anyway, I want to talk about alcohol. This video is called Alcohol. Now, my history with alcohol is, well, I suppose what you'd expect, considering the circumstances of my life. Don't know why I'm talking like a pikey, but never fucking white hangover with my guitar used to anyway. By the way, I just drank 4 cans of cider in under an hour. Not very impressive, it's rather stupid, but here's the rest of it. Ah. Christ. That was disgusting. I'm so sorry. And look at my huge gut. It's getting bigger by the day. I'm going to die of diabetes. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I just want to say, I'll talk it in a normal voice. I started drinking, had my first drink when I was 14. Glass of pint of lager, and I liked it. It was nice. It tasted a bit odd, but it was nice. And then I started drinking properly when I was 16, when I lived in Holland, because that's the legal age to drink over there, 16. And I'd go down to the Irish pub and drink maybe 3 pints of Guinness. I used to do that maybe once a week with my mate Hugo. We used to smoke cigars as well. And then as things progressed, I started getting a real taste for the booze. So I started drinking Glenfiddich whiskey, which is rather expensive. I don't know how I afforded it with my meagre pocket money from my work at the zoo. But not pocket money, money. Well, pocket money from my parents, I had a little bit, and money from the zoo obviously helped. So I used to go down the Irish pub like every week, and I'd have a few Guinnesses, and I'd drink 3 or 4 double Glenfiddichs with water. You're supposed to drink whiskey with a little bit of water. And a bourbon's different. You can drink bourbon on the rocks, but whiskey from Scotland, you must drink with a little bit of water. And remember, whiskey in Scotland is without the E. In Ireland, it's with the E. So there you go. So then I just add a little bit of water, the 3 or 4. And I was in there once, and I was going to have for my 5th, and the barmaid or the bartender said, "No, we don't want to see you, rolling about the place, knocking chairs over and stuff like that." So I'm not pissed. I said, "Yeah, you are." Maybe I was. I didn't feel pissed anyway. But then I was with my parents, and my parents are big drinkers as well. Not as big as me, but they do drink every night. Quite a bit as well. Especially on Fridays and Saturdays, they drink quite a lot. And when they've got guests around, they drink quite a lot. Family, And so I was with my mum, I think, and she said, "Why don't you try and keep up with me?" Or maybe I said it. Maybe I said to her, "Can I try and drink what you drink?" And so we had a gin and tonic, bottle of wine, and brandy and whiskey, and like that's when I lost my taste for whiskey because I puked so severely that I couldn't drink the whiskey anymore. So since then, I've never touched whiskey. Occasionally, I had a Jack Daniels, but I've never had like Scotch. So and I was about 18, 17, 18. Then I went to university when I was 18, Essex, University of Essex, and I had an Irish mate, which is trouble. If you've got an Irish mate, that's trouble, and another Irish Italian mate, and a carrot cruncher, mate. Sorry, Loz. We mate Loz from Suffolk. This carrot cruncher is really discriminatory about country folk. And he was like a real East Anglian lad, all big lads, And we mate Ben, who was not as tall as us, but he participated in it. And like, so we used to go out, the 5 of us, and just get hammered every Friday, And one time, my dad gave me a whole crate, 1664 Kronenberg. And we drank, me and my mate Ant, the half Irish, half Italian guy. Irish people can drink so much, and so big competition in the drinking. So we went through the whole 1664 crate in about 2 hours. Then we went out and drank more, had vodka, and I was fucking violently sick on this girl's dress. Her boyfriend was going to smash me in the face, so I ran away, went back to my room, opened my laptop, it was the tech Facebook or whatever, I don't know. I don't think Facebook was around then, actually. It was 2005. Or maybe it was 2006. Yeah, 2006. I think that's when Facebook started. I don't know. Anyway, I vomited on the laptop, broke my fucking laptop. Fucking ridiculous. Had to use the uni computers from there, which made me feel like a right bum. Anyway, so yeah, I carry on that sort of binge drinking. That's what that's called. A big thing in England, you know, Friday night or even Thursday night for some people, or Saturday night. Just fucking binge drink, just fucking drink shitloads to get pissed in a short amount of time, and go and try and pull a girl. But actually, alcohol is the worst thing for pulling women. The best thing for pulling women is MDMA. Oh yeah, that's amazing. Anyway, so so like left university and got a job as a teacher in Chile. And unfortunately, my host mother, I was staying with a host Chilean family. They didn't have a place of mine. They could have given me a place of mine if I wanted, but I asked to be with a host family. I thought it'd be more interesting. And I lived with this Chilean family called Los Navarro Torres. Very interesting people. The son was called Eric. He was a bit, I say he's a bit arrogant, a bit up himself, but a lovely lad. And his sister, I can't remember her name. Two sisters, Kathy. One was called Kathy. I can't remember the name of the other. Really nice people, and the mum was just amazing. Lovely mum, warm mum. Her dad was really cool, but he was always away mining in the north. Copper mining. There were lots of copper mines in Chile. Anyway, the mum was the real drinker, you know, and she threw in pisco sour. And pisco sour is the cocktail of Chile and Peru. It's like their favourite cocktail, and it's like lemon, brandy, Chilean brandy called pisco, which is really nice, and egg yolk and sugar syrup, and it's just egg white and sugar syrup. It's an absolutely delicious cocktail. And after I'd done my day at the school where I worked as a teacher, I'd come home. She'd have like a whole fucking well, it wasn't every day, maybe 2 or 3, 4 times, I don't know. She had like a whole pitcher full of pisco sour, and we would just sit, me and her, get pissed on it, you know. And no one else was in the house. It's fucked up. I thought, what the fuck's gonna happen? Am I gonna end up shagging her or something? And the dad's gonna beat 7 bells of shit at me, but I would never do that anyway. I had a girlfriend at the time. I loved her to bits, so I would never cheat on her. But we just used to sit there drinking the damn pisco sour, shooting the shit, and era increíble, as they say in Spanish. And anyway, I left Chile, and I went to Portugal on holiday with my parents, the Algarve. I had a drink, and suddenly my liver started hurting. I was like, what the fuck? Every time I had a drink, my liver hurt. So I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta quit this damn stuff. Obviously, I had too much in Chile, so there's something wrong, so I gotta quit it. So then I went sort of alcohol free, basically. I had like maybe 10 beers a year for about 3 years. And then I lost my shit. I went insane, psychotic, ended up on wards and shit like that. And I had this horrible experience. I thought I was dead in hell. I thought it was Jesus Christ. And by dying, go to hell, I doomed all humanity. So I was like, fuck it, I was broken. So what I used to do was I go to the pub, I do like 10 Smirnoff ices, and then I'd go home to the halfway house where I was living, and like for homeless people, because my parents didn't want me back at their house, and I'd just like pass out on my bed in the homeless halfway house place, and I used to do that pretty much every day. That's quite a lot of money from the government benefits, which was good. I feel like a dickhead getting dole money, but I was so fucked in the head. There's no way I could get a job. I'm even more fucked now. There's no way I can hold down a job with this fucking shit going on, these voices and shit like that. So it's fucking horrible. Anyway, so yeah, so I fucking just drank shitloads of Smirnoff Ice. It's fucking ridiculous. Look, I look like fucking Santa Claus. This gut's fucking enormous. It's terrible. It's from drinking, you know. Fucking hell, I bet it's like liquid from the liver or some shit like that. Oh, I'm gonna die soon. People get signs saying I've got liver failure. Fuck, I don't look yellow, do I, guys? I'm not yellow, anyway. No one's gonna watch this anyway. Maybe Shoe Nice will, because I left a nice comment on the video. He's a cool dude. Bloody amazing bloke. Can drink vodka in like 2 seconds. Bottle of vodka. Anyway, either way, that's what he likes to say. Cool dude. I like Shoe Nice. Always supported Shoe Nice. I think he's a lovely bloke. Love to meet him and get pissed with him. He drink me under the table. But I have some experience. I've drunk with pikeys, remember? I've been drinking with pikeys, and pikeys know how to drink, so I have a bit of experience. I reckon I'll hold my own for like 3 or 4 hours, and then the guy would devastate me. Never mind. Anyway, as for my uni mates, I'd drink all of them under the table. If they gang together and drank together, I'd beat everything they drank. Honestly, I'd smash them. Anyway, so never mind. Because I just don't get pissed anymore. I'm so highly tolerant of alcohol. It's unreal. Anyway, so what was I going to say? Yeah, so drinking all the Smirnoff Ice every day. Then I moved here to Warndon, and I met mate Andy, big drinker. Can't really handle his drink though, because he gets violent. And we used to go down to the pub, drink maybe 5 or 6 pints every day. I used to smoke about 40 cigarettes a day as well. Crazy motherfucker I am. And then I got out of the hell experience, and I just left the drink behind. I didn't need it anymore. I was happy, and that lasted about 6 months. And then I was hospitalised again. They put me on the paliperidone, which is a fucking horrible drug. I lost interest in everything, and even drinking didn't become pleasurable anymore. So I stopped. I didn't really drink much. I had a few occasional parties with my mates that I met at a therapy group, and their mates who were people they met in college and stuff like that. A lot of young guys, like 10 years younger than me. It was fucked up. I was like the oldest bloke. It's crazy. I was hanging out with people who are 10 years younger than me. It's crazy. 5, 6, 7, 10 years younger than me. And, not 10, maybe 6, 7 years younger than me. But just below my generation, basically. So Generation Z, probably. Or Generation Y. I think I'm Generation X. I was born in the 80s. But anyway. Generation X is a dangerous, yuppie generation, so I don't think I'm Generation X. Anyway. Generation X is Thatcherites. Oh, no, my phone. Anyway, so, yeah. So I drink occasionally with them, but I didn't enjoy it. I didn't get any pleasure out of it. Then what I did was I started taking Concerta XL. That was my drug of choice. Better than drink, better than everything. Ritalin, basically. I used to take shitloads of that. Pills and pills and pills and pills. And I ended up going totally insane because that stuff would fuck you up. I went totally mad. I had some fucking horrible experiences. Came out of it, and then just everything was against me. And I had cancer because I smoked too much. I was smoking, like I said, 20, 40 fags a day. And taking drugs and drinking, not eating healthy, not exercising. It's a perfect situation for cancer. And yeah, so this medication I was on, the paliperidone, they upped it even more because obviously I went insane before when I was on it, so they wanted to make sure that never happened again. I was on the ward for 6 months. They were thinking of taking me to a criminal ward because I tried to stab a guy. Fucked up shit. Terrible situation. We're okay now, but like the guy hated me for a long time. He's a big bloke, so it's fucking scary. I don't know why I did that. I tried to stab this enormous bloke. It's like a fucking hard man. Stupid, stupid person I am. I was just lost my mind, you know. I had loads of speed and at the time, and I was already mental. It's just totally insane. Eh? I thought Nicki Minaj was coming around. I'm gonna fuck her, stupid idiot. Yeah, she go near a bastard like me. Anyway, so this is what I used to do when I was a kid because I was so restless. I still do it occasionally, but I don't enjoy it anymore. So anyway, yeah. So I'll sit up. That's better. Don't have to see the gut then. Makes me look slimmer as well. No, like that. Get rid of the gut. I'm gonna do that for now because I don't want people to see my huge, disgusting, lardy gut. I've still got double chin. Oh, it's disgusting. I was so restless because they upped the paliperidone in Vega, or in this country called Zeppelin. And so I turned to booze. I met this alcoholic called Geordie Pete. I was hanging out with him all the time. He's from Hartlepool. And we used to sit around drinking vodka. Through him, I met Billy Bigcock, who I talk about in some videos, the pikey. And I used to go around his flat, and we'd sit and we'd have sessions, like every other day. Normally, 8 o'clock in the morning, we'd watch old British sitcoms, like On the Buses, Man About the House. What's it called? A Touch of Damp. I think it's A Touch of Damp. With, what's his name? Leonard Rossiter. Yeah. A funny bloke. Touch of Damp, I think it's called. Rising Damp, that's it. And anyway, so I sit around drinking vodka. Vodka was my drink. I drink a bottle of vodka a day, more or less, half a bottle sometimes. And all my money went on booze. And I took a lot of gabapentin as well, Neurontin, which is a very relaxing drug, but terrible withdrawals. I take that. Oh my god, you feel like you're dying when you come off it. You've been on it for a long time, had as much as I have. I used to take 20 pills in one go. I'm good with pills. I can really take a lot of pills for some reason. It's not good. It's terrible. Anyway, so I had my second death experience while I was in Halligan, and I just couldn't deal with what was going on. It was so stressful. Carried on drinking. I'd have like 2 bottles of wine a day, and then I got back on the vodka, and I had this fucked up experience. Right, I drank a whole bottle of vodka, and for some reason I rolled out of my bed, and I was on the floor. And my muscles were just limp. I couldn't get up. It was terrifying. I was lying on the floor. I was like, I can't get up. And I was like pushing as hard as I could to get up. Finally managed to get up. And my arms, from all the pushing, were so sore. I literally couldn't lift my arms above that. above that. I couldn't lift my arms above that. Like if I reached for something, 'cause it was around Christmas, it was terrible, really awful. It's just before Christmas. I went to eat pounds on Christmas. I could barely eat the turkey, man. My arms are fucked. And then, so I decided, fuck that, I'm not having vodka again. So I just stuck to the mulled wine, which was nice. And down it quickly. I used to have 2 or 3 bottles a day. And then I just went on the cider and the beer. Well, first the beer. And the beer was a bit disgusting, I thought. So I thought I'll have something a bit sweet, a bit more tasty. So I went on to cider. Now I drink cider. That's all I drink. Occasionally a bottle of mulled wine to treat myself. But just cider. Just cider. Sometimes lager. And lager, sometimes cider. As Ricky Gervais would say to every friend. So, yeah. So basically, I just drink shitloads of cider now, like normally 8 cans a day. If I'm feeling a bit, fun-loving, I'll have 20. But that's what I drink. And alcohol, I just want to say, is a load of shit. I wish I'd never ever got drawn into this culture of drinking that was at university. That's what got me into it. This pathetic culture of having to get smashed in order to pick up a woman. No woman wants a fucking drunkard to chat up. Woman wants this nice, slick, sober bloke. So it's just ridiculous. Anyway, so that's my video. Alcohol. If you enjoyed it, and take care. And don't get drunk with the pikeys like I did, or you get deep trouble. Yes.